in this term. Yeah. So according to Jayesh, what he said right now, this can be equal to 0, means these are the points where this is equal to 0. So these are called zeros or roots. Means quadratic function can have at most maximum 2 zeros or 2 roots. Means whenever you try, whatever the value of x you give for the function, only for the maximum 2 values of x, output would be 0. Don't get confused. If you can understand, very good. If not, leave it. Okay. Now let me tell you the points in an order. If anyone want to say, you unmute and say. If you don't like, I'll just say. Okay. So I'll start my lecture. Listen to me carefully. Whenever I say man, a man picture comes in my mind. So similarly, whenever I say quadratic function, from now on, these two pictures should come into your mind. Always remember things in terms of graphs or diagrams. You'll never forget in life. So whenever I say quadratic function, either u or inverted u, only these two things should come into my mind. So quadratic function means a parabola, like upward parabola or downward parabola. So when it becomes an upward parabola, when it becomes a downward parabola. When it becomes an upward parabola is when coefficient of x square is positive. Every point that I'm teaching right now is important. So quadratic function means a parabola. It can be an upward parabola or a downward parabola. When it becomes an upward parabola, when the coefficient of x square, that is a, is positive. If a is positive, it becomes an upward parabola. If a is negative, it becomes a downward parabola. If a is positive, it becomes an upward parabola. If a is negative, it becomes a downward parabola. So now, simple, right? Yeah, one point we learned. My parabola can be like this. My parabola can be like this. Now, what is this point called as? This point called as? These points are called as Y-intercepts. Why these points are called as Y-intercept? Because the quadratic function is intersecting y-axis at this point. The quadratic function is intersecting y-axis at this point. That is the reason these are called as Y-intercepts. So how do you find Y-intercept? What is the meaning of? First we should understand what is the meaning of it, then how to find it. What is a Y-intercept? Because the quadratic function or the graph is intersecting the y-axis at this point. Since it is y-axis, we call it as Y-intercept. How do you find Y-intercept? So take any point. Suppose if this is x-axis, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. This point is written as 0, 0, this as 1, 0, this as 2, 0, this as -1, 0, -2, 0. So what is the property that you can make it out? Take any point on x-axis, y is 0. Similarly, take any point on y-axis. This is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, -1, 0, -2. So what is the characteristics of a point on y-axis? X is 0. So how do you find y-intercept? Plug in x is equal to 0. Simple. Most important in SAT. If you just remember this point and one more point I'm going to say about X-intercept, 100% you are going to get one question. Not only one question, in your IB math or your AP math, whatever the math you are doing, you'll use this. What is the meaning of Y-intercept? Y-intercept means the point where the graph intersects. It can be any graph. Since I'm discussing quadratic functions, I speak only about quadratic functions. It is the point where the graph intersects. It is a point where the graph intersects y-axis. And how do you find y-intercept? The value of y when x is equal to 0. How to find y-intercept? The value of y when x is equal to 0. So, for example, if my function is x square minus 5x plus 6, this is the function that I have. If this is the function that I have, if I need to find y-intercept for this, I just need to plug in x is equal to 0. So just plug in x is equal to 0. So 0 square minus 5 into 0 plus 6. 0 minus 0 plus 6, which is 6. So the y-intercept is 6. So this is 0, comma 6. Y-intercept is 0, comma 6. Do you understand? Yeah. So we learned first concept that we learned is, whenever I say quadratic function, a parabola should flash in my mind. Parabola can be upward parabola. Listen to my class carefully. Not only SAT, anything related to quadratic function, you will start attempting it. You like to attempt the questions because I'm going from the scratch. I'm explaining the base, which is most important thing. You will not get these points anywhere in any book. You will get formula wise, not the way I'm teaching you. So whenever you see any graph for quadratic functions, immediately parabola should come into the mind. It can be an upward parabola or a downward parabola, and there are different forms. Like you have your name. Suppose your name is Amulya here. At home, they might call Amu. Friends might call something else name. So same person, but they're calling with different names. So similarly, the quadratic function also is like a human. Everything in this world is like same thing here. It will also have different names, but the standard form is ax square plus bx plus c. Forms means like names. So in this, if a is greater than 0, parabola is open upwards. If a is less than 0, parabola is open downwards. See how many points I'm saying. Every point should be there in your notes, because you might forget after a few days. But if you once you revise, your mind remembers and it implements that in the exam perspective. Okay, yeah. So if a is greater than 0, parabola is open upwards. If a is less than 0, parabola is open downwards. Next, I'm discussing about y-intercept. How do you find y-intercept? Y-intercept means it is the value of y. It is the value of y when x is equal to 0. Now, these points are called x-intercepts because these are the points where the graph is intersecting x-axis. How do you find x-intercept? What is x-intercept? The value of x when y is equal to 0. The value of x when y is equal to 0. It is called x-intercept because it is a point where the graph touches x-axis. That is what JS told me a few minutes back. So if this is the function x square minus 5x plus 6, and assume this is my graph, x square minus 5x plus 6 is your function, and you have drawn the graph, it is something similar to this. Now put f of x is 0. If you put f of x 0, what do you get? X-intercepts. Why? Because the value of x when y is 0. Y and f of x both are most important. Both are interchangeably used. I can use either y or f of x. Both meant the same. They're just the different forms. They're completely the same. Now,
Sir,
I told you. Yeah.
I lagged out. Can you repeat this part again?
Yeah. Sure. So what I meant to say, Jayesh, is f of x and y both meant the same. If I say f of x, you should not think it is something else. It is y output. Or if I say y, it is also same as f of x. Both are interchangeably used in general life or in mathematics life. So now, according to us, what we are finding? We are finding x-intercepts. What is the meaning of x-intercepts? The value of x when y is 0, because on x-axis y is 0. So x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. You people, you can unmute yourself and tell me how to solve this. Yeah, please be as much interactive as possible. Unfortunately, it is not face to face, and it is not good from my part to open cameras. That is not, self study is important. Forceful study is not advisable. So no cameras, nothing. If this is the equation, how do you solve this? Tell me your own methods. How do you solve? You can unmute and tell me how do you solve this. You people know, definitely. You have done this in 9th class or 8th class or 10th class. Pakka. How do you solve x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0? You should speak out. You can unmute and speak out. Who is speaking?
X square.
Yeah. Tell me, Jayesh. Okay.
X square.
Hmm.
Minus 2x. Plus 3x.
Minus 3x.
Oh.
So minus 2 minus 3
No,
is
but
minus
that'll
1.
become. Then it'll become plus 5x, right?
Minus 2x plus 3x is plus x, Jayesh.
Oh, right. Okay, no. Yeah, got it. Plus 6 equals 0. You take x common. X minus 2. You take 3 common. Minus 3 common. X minus 2.
Very good.
X equals 3 or 2.
Very good. So take x minus 2 common. So x is equal to 2 or 3. So what did Jayesh explain me just now is splitting the middle terms. So x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 3. So these are the points what Jayesh told me just now, 2 comma 0 or 3 comma 0. I can also use, these are called x-intercepts. 2 and 3 are called x-intercepts because at 2 and 3 the graph is intersecting x-axis. So what are the meaning of x-intercepts? The value of x when y is 0. So 2 and 3 are my x-intercepts. They're also called as roots. X-intercepts are also called as roots. They're also called as zeros. When I say zeros, you should not get confused. Oh, they're speaking about x-intercepts. When I say x-intercepts, you should not get confused. Yes, they're speaking about zeros or roots. Very good. So what Jayesh explained to me right now is splitting the middle term. So in between he might make mistakes because he might write minus 2x plus 3x. We might make minor mistakes and the output would be wrong. So we have another method to solve this. What is another method to solve this? Using quadratic formula. What is this method called as? Splitting middle term. So the one method to find the zeros or the x-intercepts or the roots is splitting middle term. The next method is, suppose if I have x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. I can use quadratic formula. Formulas are interesting because you know the formula you can solve irrespective you're thinking or not thinking. So if the function is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, what is the quadratic formula that we have? X is equal to minus b plus or minus square root b square minus 4ac by 2a. So this is the quadratic formula. You can know, most of you knows, who don't know they can write it out. So if I compare with this, x is equal to minus of minus 5 plus or minus 5 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 6 divided by 2 into 1, 5 plus or minus 25 minus 24 is 1 by 2, 5 plus 1 by 2, 5 minus 1 by 2, 6 by 2 or 4 by 2, 3 or 2. The same answer what we got before. You'll get the same answer. I can also do other methods. I don't want to confuse you. You can use perfect square method. I can also try to use calculus and I try to find, but no use right now. So now one method is splitting the middle terms, which Jayesh explained before. Now other method is quadratic formula. For the students who cannot think, I suggest quadratic formula because quadratic formula there is no thinking as such, direct to the point. Okay, so if I come back, what I've been explaining, I'm explaining 3-4 things. One is parabola, upward or downward parabola based on coefficient of a. Now we have two things, y-intercept and x-intercept. We just discussed how to find y-intercept, the value of y when x is equal to 0, x-intercepts, the value of x when y is equal to 0. Very clear. So far I'm just focusing only on 3 simple things. X-intercept, Y-intercept, and the equation of parabola. Okay, so I'm going to the next point. For the next 15-20 minutes is most important. Then I'll make you solve many questions. You struggle, but I'll explain you. Follow up with me, listen to me, you'll become perfect. Yeah. Now I told you y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. What is this? Standard form of equation of parabola. Y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is standard form of equation of parabola. I told you there are different forms. Like I told you, right? Just I took Amolia as name, Amolia, Amo easy, right? That is the reason I took Amo is one nickname, someone else called with some other name. So similarly for parabola, we have different forms. Suppose if I take y is equal to x square minus 6x plus 10 or minus 6x plus 8. I can also write this as y is equal to x minus 3 whole square minus 1. I can also write this as x minus 2 into x minus 4. See, same forms. Your name, your nickname, your best friend, the way best friend or parents call you. These are called different forms. Different forms of the quadratic function, which is most important. Different forms of quadratic function. So now y is equal to x square minus 6x plus 8 is called as the standard form. Standard form. X minus 3 whole square minus 1 is called as the vertex form. X minus 2 into x minus 4 is called as the X-intercept form. So this is also called as, okay, these are the three forms that we have. I'll explain you neatly about these forms. Try to understand most important things. Then I'll go to the other parts involved. So standard form is simple, ax square plus bx plus c. Just to recap, if something is given in standard form, what all I can make it out? I'll see the coefficient of x square, that is a. If it is positive, parabola is open upwards. If that is negative, parabola is open downwards, first point. C gives me the y-intercept, because when I put x is equal to 0, I get y as c. And I also discussed how do I find x-intercepts. Okay, yeah. Now, let me come to the next form, vertex form. So what is the vertex form here is, yeah. If I take a parabola, this point, or if I take a parabola, these points are called as vertex or vertices or vertex. These points are called as vertex. The minimum or the maximum. One more thing you should understand, try to understand. I'm not teaching any high level math. I'm teaching high level math in the basic method without using high level words here. That's it. So this is called the minimum value. Why? Suppose if I take this point, let it be some 5, let it be some minus 10, 5 comma minus 10. So 5 comma minus 10, what is the meaning of 5 comma minus 10? When x is equal to 5, y is minus 10. So this is minus 10. The graph is not going below minus 10. So minus 10 is the minimum value. That is what I meant to say. So if the parabola is open upwards, you'll have minimum value. Every point I'm teaching is important here. Understand and store in your brain. Your applications will be 10 times faster than an average student. Pakka. So when the parabola is open upwards, we'll have minimum value. Minimum value or the maximum value occurs at vertex. That point, the minimum or the maximum value point is called as vertex. If the parabola is open upwards, suppose if this point is some 6 comma some 15, assume. So this will be 15. This will be some 20. The graph cannot go above 15 because it's the maximum value. So first point is the minimum value or the maximum value for a function exists at the vertex. If the parabola is open upwards, it will have minimum value. If the parabola is open upwards, it will have maximum value because the parabola cannot go above this 15. In this case, the parabola cannot go below than this minus 10. Clear? Very good. Now, how to find vertex? How to find vertex? This is a completely mathematical topic here, and they give many difficult questions. I'll take the actual papers and show you. So, but if you can listen all these and capture in your mind the way I'm teaching. See, I asked you to explain about quadratic function. You might think there is nothing. I can speak on quadratic function for 12 to 15 hours alone on quadratic function. Just speak. Any topic has so much depth. The moment you understand, you can do. But I'm not going to speak all the 15 hours of work here. I'm going to speak what is required only for SAT. But everything I am speaking should be there in your brain. I am challenging. Give me any question in SAT math. I'll not take more than 10 seconds. Any question. Right now, 5 to 6, 5 to 5:45, 5:45 to 6. I have some call with UK student. He's applying for US. He's a very good student. 5 to 5:45, I have a call session for doubt clearing. They're some of the best students. Means they're getting around 750, 770, 780 in math. So there is one quadratic function question. If possible, I'll show you that question. So it is very difficult. We cannot do. I could do in 5 to 7 seconds. Why? Because I'm applying my basic. My base is strong. Even if your base is, why I'm saying all this is, if your base is strong, irrespective of the question, with practice. Without practice, you just say I'm very good in understanding. I don't have practice. You're same as the person who cannot solve because you don't have practice. So if your base is strong, automatically you'll get ideas. Well, the moment you start getting ideas, you'll be able to solve questions. So I'm focusing on base. Try to get that base very strong. Then I'll give you some difficult questions or any question on quadratic functions you'll enjoy to solve. Even I'm recording this session. If you want to revise, you can ask me. I'll send it to you. You can revise later on, but it will be uploaded in my Google Drive, and it is a private. No one else can see except the person whom I'm giving authority. Yeah. So the graph will have minimum value or the maximum value. The point where the graph has minimum value or the maximum value is called as the vertex. The point where the graph has the minimum value or the maximum value is called as the vertex. Perfect. Now, how to find vertex? And when the graph is open upwards, it will have minimum value because this is a minimum. When the graph is, it has maximum. This is 15 is maximum. It cannot go above 15. Okay. Whenever I say minimum value, maximum value, value, all represents the y value itself. Y value. Okay. Yeah. Now, before I wrote one question, x square minus 6x plus 8, and I told you this is the vertex. Let me take the same question. X square minus 6x plus 8. You try to graph this function. I don't have a graphic calculator, but I can draw it in seconds. I have a technique. I'll teach you the same technique now. So this point is 0, 8. This point is 3. When x is equal to 3, 9 plus minus 1. Actually, the graph should come down. Here it should come, but since let it be my x-axis. Yeah, now it is correct. It is perfectly correct. And one more thing here, everything I'm teaching should be there in your brain because SAT can ask you anything. If you want to get 800 or close to 800, everything I'm teaching should be there in your brain. Yeah. Now, I don't have graphic calculator, but you can draw it in Google or graphic calculator. You'll get a graph like this. So how I was able to draw without graphic calculator in seconds? There are 2 to 3 things I follow. This point is called vertex. This point is called Y-intercept. I clearly told you how to find Y-intercept. Put x is equal to 0. The moment you put x is equal to 0, you get y as 8. So 0, 8 is your y-intercept. Perfect. Now let me tell you how to find vertex. Before I told you how to find x-intercepts are the zeros. There are two methods. One is splitting middle term, which JS explained me. Other is I told you quadratic formula. So similarly, to find vertex, we have different methods. We have 4 to 5 methods, but I'll tell you two most simple and effective methods.
Sir, but will in SATs will we get questions on graphs?
Yeah. So many right now. Let me pause it. Let me pause share. We are experts at SAT here. This is where is this one? Please. Just let me respond. So tomorrow. Just sorry here, I'll forget. Okay. Now, yes, Jayesh asked me one very good question. So October 1st group. Today I gave them 3 papers to solve. So yeah, this is the paper I gave. Do you know which paper is this? This is 2022 March paper. This is the latest March or May paper, which has happened recently. I'm expert at getting the papers. So if you see this paper, just for example, if you see this paper, I'll open any paper. I'll show you how many. You can solve this question if you have listened to my class. What is the x-intercept? Just put y equal to 0, you'll get answer. Even though this is a line, you'll be able to get your answer. Now you can see how many graph questions you get or function questions you get. This is a function question, exponential function question. This is scatter plot.
So where are you showing these questions?
Your sharing is paused. Okay. Now you can see. Can you see my screen or
no?
Okay, resume share, but just
yeah,
one
now we can see. Now you can see, right? Yeah. So now if you're asking me functions questions, right? You'll get minimum 14 to 15 questions. Functions question. Where is this? This is a function question, quadratic equation, quadratic functions. I'll show you actual functions that you can see here. Box plot, functions questions. Scatter plot. This is an actual paper which has 2000 recent paper which students have taken. We get many functions questions and we get minimum 3 to 4 quadratic functions question. Minimum 3 to 4 quadratic functions. See question number 36. For example, let me show you all the quadratic functions. In 1 minute, I'll show it. I'm very fast in glancing. Linear function. This is a cubic function. This is an exponential function. This is an actual paper, JH. So we should follow this question based on the graphs, functions. So here I have only question number 20 in this paper. Section 3, question number 20. In section 4, I'll show you all the quadratic functions related questions. I'm just showing so that you get an idea. And you should know everything that I'm teaching. If not, SAT can fool us. SAT can fool us means SAT will give a question where you'll make mistakes. And I have one more question, 36. Both are difficult questions. Question number 38 is a quadratic function. And question number 20, section 3, 20 and section 4, 38. We'll get minimum 2 to 3 questions. It can go up to 4 questions based on the quadratic functions. Okay, yeah. So now you get all these JH. SAT is not that easy, even though by PC every student should take the exam. It is not that easy. There are some good concepts we should know. And in quadratic functions, everything I'm teaching should be there in your brain. Then only you can solve any question that comes as part of SAT. I'll show you one more paper, just which I discussed with the students right now. Okay. I think this is the paper. This is 2021 April paper, which was conducted in US. where it is. Yeah, I think this is the paper. So just now students are asking me, yes, not this paper, it is something else paper. They asked me very good question based on, this is a question based on the quadratic equations, quadratic functions. I can show you every paper will have minimum 2 to 3 questions based on the quadratic functions. Everything is more important, Jayesh. Okay, so now let me come back. I'll explain you. You are okay, Jayesh? Now you understand?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, so there are many things. So everything I'm teaching you should be there in your brain. Everything, every point should be there. I'm not even teaching 1% more or 1% less. I'm teaching everything that is exactly required to use any question as part of SAT exam is concerned. Now, how to find vertex? How did I get 3 comma minus 1? So there are 3 ways to do that. 3 ways. One way is formula. If the function is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, x value is given by at the vertex, it is x, this is y. X value is given by minus b by 2a. One way to find is minus b by 2a x value.
So can you repeat that?
Yeah. So one way of finding vertex is using formula method. Formulas are always easy, so I prefer to say formulas first. So if my quadratic function is ax square plus bx plus c, vertex will have 2 values, 3 comma minus 1. This is called x coordinate. This is called y coordinate, because when x is equal to 3, y is minus 1. So how to find x coordinate? X coordinate can be found out using the formula minus b by 2a. So the x coordinate can be found out using the formula minus b by 2a. So now let me take this question. X square minus 6x plus 8. So compare this with ax square plus bx plus c. So a is 1, b is minus 6, c is 8. I just told you how to find the x value of the vertex. Minus b by 2 into a, 6 by 2, 3. See, that is how I got 3 here. Once you get x, it is very simple to find y. I'll just plug in here 3 square minus 6 into 3 plus 8, 9 minus 18 plus 8, 17 minus 18, which is minus 1. Once I get the x value, it is very easy for me to find the y value. I just need to plug in the x value in the given function. So one way to find vertex. What is the one way to find vertex? Formula. What is the formula? X is equal to minus b by 2a. Please do write in your own words in your notes. How to find vertex? One way of finding vertex is using the formula. I hope it is clear. I can move on to the next steps. I'll move on to the next
Wait,
steps.
but it's only the x value of the vertex, right?
Yeah. Once you get x, I told you now, Jayesh, we just need to plug in x here. I already have y. So
okay.
I plug in x 3 square. Not only here, in anywhere in this world, once you know input, if you know the function, it is very easy to find output. You just need to plug in that value in that function. Okay, not only for vertex, it applies for any other general value or anything else. Okay, so treat my class as though you're not preparing for SAT. Treat my class as though you're improving your critical thinking skills or mathematical skills, which will be useful till you graduate. If required, I'll show you my students who are studying in Georgia Tech, Stanford, UAUC, who gives me feedback, or when they speak to me, this is what they say. Sir, the classes helped us to improve our thinking. So please do think the classes not to just get good score in SAT. Definitely you'll get 100% you'll get. I'm challenging, blindly follow every point that I'm teaching in class, blindly follow and implement in the exam. I can assure you will get 800 in SAT math. 800 is very difficult because I need to get all 58 questions in SAT math correct. But give me any question in SAT math, I have clear logic or the best logic. There are two things here. If I give the same question to some other SAT, IIT person or someone who knows math, they will do like this. Differentiation of x square is 2x, differentiation of minus 6 is 6, equal to 0, x is equal to 3. They do something very fast. But if without knowing, if you just know what is vertex, you'll not be able to do. I have a clear logic base. I know exactly why I'm doing that for any particular part. The same thing students should do. The moment you do that, you become perfect, not perfect, you become it becomes interesting, you become extraordinary at that. That is what I try to calculate. Quadratic functions, if you listen to this class carefully, it will help you in your IB or A level or AP, whatever the thing that you are doing. Wherever you have quadratic function, it will help you because I am working completely on base. Now what we are doing, completed, huh? I'll send you. I'll give me some time. Send me high inverse. So what I'm doing here, I'm telling you how to find vertex. What is the one formula? Sorry, one method that I told you to find vertex using the formula. What is the formula that I have? X is equal to minus b by 2a. You will not have formula for y. Once you get x, plug in that x here, you'll get the value of y. Okay? Yeah, perfect. Now, what is the next method to find vertex? I hope I'm very clear. So far I explained you standard form. Now I'm completely moving to the vertex form. I'll explain for next 15-20 minutes completely on vertex form. So first thing I'm teaching is how to find the vertex using the formula method. Sir, I'm very weak or not weak. I could not remember formulas. I don't like remembering. I want to do everything from scratch. Then tell me the method to find vertex. So the method to find vertex is, there is one more extraordinary method. Suppose if my function is, suppose if the function I have is x square minus 6x plus 8 is equal to y. And when I try to draw this graph, I might get something like this. I need to find this value without using formula. Then how can I find it? Yes, you can still find it. First, find the X-intercepts. I clearly told you how to find X-intercepts. I clearly told you how to find X-intercepts. How do you find X-intercepts? Just put y equal to 0 and use either quadratic formula, or you can also use, if you don't like quadratic formula, you can use any method that you can use splitting middle terms. So x square minus 6x plus 8 equal to 0. If you solve this, you get 2 comma 0, 4 comma 0. You solve this, you get x is equal to 2, x is equal to 4. You try to plug in x is equal to 2 here, you still get 0. That is what we assumed that you solved. So no need to put back. So the points are 2 comma 0 and 4 comma 0. So I'm telling you other method to find the vertex. So the other method to find vertex is put y equal to 0 and solve for x. The moment you try to solve for x, you got x values as 2 comma
Wait, sir.
0. Oh, yeah.
You
yeah.
got the two values for x, but how did you get the vertex?
Yeah, I did not complete Jayesh. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So very good. So what is the first thing that I need to do? I need to find X-intercepts. Once I find X-intercepts, I need to find vertex. How to find vertex? Find the midpoint of 2 and 4. What is the midpoint of 2 and 4? 2 plus 4 by 2, which is 6 by 2, which is 3. Yes, my wonderful 3 has come again here. So how to find, other way to find vertex is, because you see this graph, wonderful graph. This is 2 comma 0, this is 4 comma 0. Exactly at the center, if I try to draw it, passes through origin vertex. So we know every point on this is 3, every point on this is 3. That is the reason I'm finding the midpoint. So if you're getting confused, leave all this. You just need to find the midpoint. The same midpoint will come here because on this line every x is 3. So I got 3. To find y, again I use the same routine method. I'll plug in here minus 8 9 3 square minus 18 plus 8, I get minus 1. So 3 comma minus 1 is my vertex. So next method is, you find the x-intercepts, not only x-intercepts,
Tomorrow you have like this. Suppose, for example, I'm telling you 1, 7. Example, suppose if this point is 5, 7, so midpoint of that also is possible. Why, if y coordinates are same, the midpoint of that also works. If I try to teach too much, unnecessarily you get confused, so I don't want to go into too much methods, but I need to say this because SAT is smart enough. They give like this 1, 7, 5, 7. They might ask you what is x-intercept. Since the y coordinates are same, x coordinates ka midpoint will be at the center. The same center will come here. Not only the x-intercepts, not only the y-intercepts midpoint, any value even where y is constant, even their x midpoint also works. That is what I meant to say. If you understood, good. If it is confusing, leave it. We'll discuss it later on. So we discussed two methods to find vertex. What is the first method that we found to find vertex? Formula. Formulas are always easy, but you need to remember them. The next method that I told you to find vertex is find the x-intercepts, find the midpoint, you get the x value, plug in the x value in the function, you get the y value. So the vertex is 3, -1. Next method, you need to know all these methods. Next method, I don't know how many of you are good in calculus or differentiation. So some of you who are in 11th grade in IIT curriculum, they would know, or who don't know, forget. Just for your understanding, I'm teaching you. Differentiation of x square is 2x. Differentiation of 6x is 6. Why I'm teaching this method is, if you know differentiation, you can do it bit faster, right? It will save some time, right? That x is equal to 3. Again, I got x is equal to 3. This is the other way to find vertex using differentiation.
Wait, sir, I didn't understand. What is
Yeah. So this you can leave, Jayesh. This method you can leave. Students in this batch who are in 12th grade or who knows differentiation, apply this. Who did not learn differentiation, don't come to this method. So this is another way to find. Who don't know this topic, just ignore this last 2 minutes what I spoke. Now next method that I'm going to explain, fourth method to find vertex. First method, second method, and fourth method, everyone should know how to find vertex, because sometimes this becomes easy, sometimes second method, sometimes fourth method. What is first method? Formula. But I can apply only formula if when they give me this form, ax square plus bx plus c. Next method, using x-intercepts. Second method to find vertex is using x-intercepts. Third method to find x-intercept is using the form itself. What do you meant by form itself, Venkat? Okay, I'll say what I meant. Suppose I have x square minus 6x plus 8. I have x square minus 6x plus 8. I try to make it as a perfect square. See how I'm making it as a perfect square. Everyone in the class should know these two formulas. And these are only the two formulas. Even a 99 years old person, if they are a math student, they remember. A square plus 2ab plus b square. A square minus 2ab plus. You should remember these two formulas. Most effective to solve some of the most difficult concepts in maths and physics. Yes, these formulas are most effective to solve some of the most difficult concepts. Now, the same thing I use to make it as a perfect square. I'll write this as x square minus 2 into 3 into x plus, here my b is 3. I'll write it as, sorry, same, x square minus 2 into x into 3. 6x can, this is the fourth method to find. You should know 100% first and second method. Fourth method is advisable but not mandatory to know. But if you can understand this, what I'm doing here, you will understand what is vertex form exactly. That is the reason I'm teaching you the steps.
Wait, which one is the second method again, sir?
Second method is X-intercept method. X-intercepts, you'll find X-intercepts, you'll find the midpoint.
Okay.
Yeah. So first method is the formula. The third method is differentiation. The fourth method is using the perfect square itself. I'll write it as x square minus 2 into x into 3, a square minus 2, a is x, b is 3. So I'm adding 3 square, I'm subtracting 3 square plus 8, this plus 8. I just added 3 square and subtracted 3 square. X square is x square, 6x is 6x. You might ask me why only 3 square, why not 5 square? Because b value here is 3, a square minus 2ab. So I need to have b square. So I added, no one gives anything for free in this world. I added and I subtracted. So now this is in the form of x minus 3 whole square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. A square minus 2ab plus b square can be written as a minus b whole square. Minus 3 square plus 8 is minus 9 plus 8. So this turns out to be x minus 3 whole square minus 1. You remember, just remember this and come back. That is what
I
I
don't
wrote.
get it. I don't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
confused.
no, I'll explain it, Jayesh. I'll make, not only you, many students confused, because I'll explain again, you'll understand. So I did all the steps in my mind. You should be so fast, slowly, step by step. That is the reason I wrote this as vertex form. You'll understand. So now the fourth method, first let me explain the method using the perfect square method. What is the meaning of perfect square? X square minus 6x plus 8. Everyone in the class should know a square minus 2ab plus b square is a minus b whole square. Does everyone agree with this or no? You'll agree or not? This is the formula, right? So I'm using the same thing. X square minus 2 into a is x, b is 3. 6x I'm writing as 2 into x into 3. So b is 3. So I'll add 3 square. Since I added 3 square, I need to subtract 3 square because no one gives anything for free. So 3 square
Wait,
minus
what?
6,
Why did you add 3 square?
because I want to convert this into this form. A square minus 2ab, b square. B is 3. So I need to have 3 square, but I don't have 3 square in this. So I'm adding 3 square and subtracting 3 square. Okay.
No, I don't get it.
Okay. So if you
No,
don't get,
what's the
remember,
point of putting 3
Ah.
squares here?
okay. What is a minus b whole square, Jayesh?
A square
Uh, uh,
a square plus b
uh.
square minus 2ab.
Very good. A square plus b square minus 2ab. If I need to put this into this form, I should have a square, b square. Just now you told me b square. I need to have b square, but I don't have b square in this. So I'm adding b square and subtracting b square. Now, listen to me, you'll understand. This becomes x minus 3 whole square. Why? Because a square plus b square minus 2ab is a minus b whole square. That is what just now you told me. A square plus b square minus 2ab is a minus b whole square.
Oh,
So
okay,
remaining
now I
stuff
get it.
is minus 9 plus 8, which is x minus 3 whole square minus 1. You will wonder, this is my x, this is my y. So now you'll understand everything, you'll understand. Jayesh is interactive. I want everyone else to be also be interactive, because there's just 3-4 students in the class. Generally in class, I have 10 to 15, 20, 30 students. So please be interactive. Don't just sit idle. You won't get anything being idle. Still, you want to be idle. I don't want to say anything, because finally it is your life, but be interactive. You don't understand, just like him, open up. I can make you understand. That is my talent. I'm telling you, that is my talent, to make any student to understand anything. Give me anything. If I understand that, I'll make you understand. I have that skill. So, because this is a math, this is not a movie to just to see and understand. So math, right? Some steps would be there. You might not be able to understand, but if I repeatedly explain, you'll understand. So please be interactive. Stop me, ask me, and but understand what exactly we are doing. Just don't understand something that I'm doing on the board. So what I'm doing, I'm telling you a different method to find the vertex. Why a different method? You'll understand in second. So we just learned.
Wait, sir.
Yeah,
After x minus 3 whole square minus 1,
yeah,
Yeah, you'll
How
understand,
does that
Jayesh.
become 3 comma minus 1?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Jayesh. It did not become vertex is 3 comma minus 1 is what I meant to say. You might ask me why. I'll tell you. I'm just telling you that. So standard form is ax square plus bx plus c, or y or f of x is ax square plus bx plus c. I can also write this as a into x minus h whole square plus k. Okay. Okay. Everyone just hold. Yeah, just hold on for 1 second. I take this. She called you. Okay. My phone is switched off. I forgot. This one. Yeah. Just everyone hold on for just 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. I am done here. Just 1 more second. Okay. Okay. Come back. So uh, why I'm explaining you this method is you'll understand now. There are three different forms for a parabola. I can write it as y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, or I can also write it as y is equal to a into x minus h whole square plus k. This is called as the standard form. This is called as the vertex form. I can also write this as y is equal to a into x minus p into x minus q. This is called as the X-Intercept form. Don't get confused. Just write this here. I gave an example like x square minus 6x plus 8. This is the standard form. I can also write this as x minus 3 whole square minus 1. This is how I can write. This is called vertex form. I can also write this as x minus 2 into x minus 4, splitting middle terms, which JS told me long back. So this is called as X-Intercept form. Same thing, same parabola can be written in different ways. So SAT is focused. Why I did fourth method is, you might ask me, Venkat, already I have two methods. What is the requirement for us to learn fourth method? This is how I got the vertex form, x square minus 6x plus 8. So Jayesh asked me, you got x minus 3 whole square minus 1. After this, how can you say 3 comma minus 1 is vertex? If this is a form, vertex is given by h comma k. So when I compare this with this, a is 1, h is 3, k is minus 1. When I compare this with this form, h is 3, k is minus 1. So first, everyone should be clear with this. There are many more forms here, many more forms, but for SAT we want three forms: standard form, vertex form, and the X-Intercept form. So there are three forms that are important for us: standard form, vertex form, or the X-Intercept form. Okay. Yeah. Just 1 second. Again, sorry, because I'm assigning something to teacher. It is not good on my part. Just let me speak to the teacher once. Okay, so there are three different forms. I told you 4 different ways to find vertex. You should know at least 1 or 2 methods, but know everything. Then you can understand better. Or it is easy for you to solve any question that comes as part of exam perspective. Now, see the mistakes. Huh? Huh? All of them. So I am clear. 3 different forms. I told you how to find vertex form. So vertex form is also very clear. Intercept form is very simple. You just need to equate to 0. Not no need to just do the splitting middle term. Suppose x square minus 6x plus 8. This is given as x minus 2, x square minus 2x minus 4x plus 8. Take x common, x minus 2. Take minus 4 common, x minus 2. So this is written as x minus 2 into x minus 4. This is called as X-Intercept form. Why? Because 2 and 4 are my X-Intercepts. When I equate to 0, I get 2 and 4. That is the reason this is called as X-Intercept form. So there are 3 different forms. I hope I'm clear. Now I'm going to the next concept. Next concept is number of zeros. Number of zeros and how to find zeros. Number of zeros and how to find zeros. So if I take any quadratic function, generally 3 scenarios comes up. First means 2 zeros. Second, 1 0, or up or down, anything you take. 1 0 or no zeros. What is the meaning of no zeros? The graph is not intersecting x-axis at any point. See, it is above. This is 1 0 because the graph is intersecting x-axis at one point. This is 2 zeros because the graph is intersecting x-axis at 2 points. 2 zeros, 1 0, even you can take downwards, no problem. 2 zeros. Here a is greater than 0, here a is less than 0. So now my question is, when will I have 2 zeros? How do you know I have 2 zeros? How do you know I have 1 0? Or how do you know I have no zeros? No zeros. Downward parabola. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is my parabola. No zeros because graph is not touching x-axis at any point. Okay, Venkat, you drawn 3 graphs, 3 models, 2, 1, and 0. But how do I know when I have 2 zeros? How do I know I have 1 0 when I have 0 zeros? So I have 2 zeros when if my quadratic function is of the form ax square plus bx plus c, if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, this is called discriminant. Not required to know the terminologies. It will have 2 zeros. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, I'll have 1 0. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, 0 zeros. Please do write everything what I'm teaching in the class. I am not even teaching 1% more than what is required for SAT. Not even 0.01%, not even 1%. Everything I am teaching should be there in your brain, and apply it. You will get close to 800, and you should know all these points. Every point should be known by you. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, we have 0 zeros. So suppose take this example like x square minus 6x plus 8. What is that fellow has gone with this? This is compare this with ax square plus bx plus c. A is 1, b is minus 6, c is 8. Now do b square minus 4ac. B square is 36 minus 4 into 1 into 8. 36 minus 32, which is 4, which is greater than 0.
That is the reason when I try to graph this, I'm getting two zeros. 1 0 is 2, whatever it might be, I'm least concerned. But since b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 for this function, I'm getting two zeros. So this conditions gives the number of zeros. This condition gives the number of zeros. This is the condition. Oh yeah. I was right at home, sir. I completed only English, math section. Complete and go, no? Getting late, sir. Okay. Send me hi, I'll send it to you. So these are the three conditions that gives how many zeros the given function has. Okay, next concept. Number of zeros. How to find zeros? Already I told you, again I'm repeating. Suppose one is quadratic formula. If it is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. One method is splitting middle term. That is what JS told me, splitting middle term. Second is quadratic formula. Second is quadratic formula. What are these? To find zeros. So how to find zeros? X is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2. Splitting middle term, you need to split the middle term. X
Wait,
square.
sir, zeros just mean values of x, right?
Yeah, by X intercepts. Yeah, values of X. 2, 0, 4, so 2 and 4 are my zeros. X values. Correct. Okay. So if you think, Venkat, we understood whatever you spoke so far. That's it in terms of concepts. But this last, I've been shouting for last 75 minutes or at least 70 minutes. I've been shouting only the concepts. There are many concepts I taught you. Almost 30 points, more than 30 points I taught you. All the 30 points should be there in your brain. If you have those points in your brain, every point from starting, different forms, what is the importance of A, what is X-intercept, what is Y-intercept, what is vertex form, what are the different ways to find vertex, what are the conditions for the different zeros, how to find different zeros. If you are clear with all this, what I explained, give me any question, in quadratic functions, we'll be able to solve. Now we'll solve. I'll show you how to solve. Okay. So just where is this? Is it recording or not? Just one second. So these are all actual SAT papers which are there in the College Board website, which you can see them. From these papers, I'll solve all quadratic functions questions. All quadratic functions. Yeah. Give me answer for 10th question. Everyone in the class should try, and everyone should type your answer in the chat box. Don't sit idle. It is like irritation here. Be as much interactive as possible. So give me answer for question number 10. Start. Type your answer in the chat box. Solve this and type answer for this question in the chat box. Everyone will be able to solve. Very good. Jayesh gave me answer. Abhigali gave me answer. Both of you are correct. Others also should do, right? Yeah. What is K? K is my Y-intercept. How do I find my Y-intercept? Just put the value of X as 0. When you put the value of X as 0, 0 plus 0 plus 12 is 12. So
0, comma 12, which is 0, comma k. 12 is my answer. D for Delhi is my answer. First question. This is an actual SAT paper. PSAT, you can easily crack it. If you can solve SAT questions, PSAT is nothing. This is circles, so we'll do later. Yes. 13th question. Let me see how many of you can do and give me answer. Start. 13th question. Type your answer. Be aggressive. Everyone will be able to do. Be just confident about yourself. Will be able to do. Give me answer for 13th question. Start. Your time starts now. You can use. You cannot use your calculators. This is no calculator section. Sanjay, that is Mukesh, I think. Mukesh gave me answer. Let me tell you the answer. Okay, I got the answer. Yeah. Every person has an advantage. Advantage with me, I'm very fast in calculations. Very, very fast. That is helping me to solve questions. I'll see the question, I'll give answer. I'll not put even on pen and paper for most of the questions. Why? Because I'm fast in calculations. Someone else gave me answer. Jayesh gave me answer. Very good, Jayesh. Your answer is correct. Mukesh, you just redo once. Amulya and Abhigali give me answer. Amma. So see how simple is this. So what is the difference between the x-intercepts? So first find the x-intercepts. Put y equal to 0. You'll get x plus 1 into x plus 4. You simplify this, or sir, don't do steps. Do step by step. X square plus 4x plus x plus 4 is 0. I'm I'm so good. Give me any function, I'll tell direct answer. -1, -4 are x-intercepts here. Because I'm doing all the steps in my brain. I have good practice here. Not for this question here. Give me any question, I can do x-intercepts or whatever. X plus 4 is 0. So x plus 1 into 0. X plus 1 into x plus 4 is 0. Sorry, yeah. The call I got now is from Mega. She's a student studying second year at University of California, San Diego. So that is the affection that we have with my students, because I help them from SAT till visa guidance. They have, whenever today Saturday and Sunday is free, they just want to call and share their experience or something what they did in this week or the last 1 or 2 months. That I feel really happy. That is the reason I answered and probably yeah, -1 and -4. But if you can avoid these steps, you'll save your time. I can avoid these steps because I have good practice. So you do practice, you can make it out. So now
But how? Are you
x-intercept.
just, sir? But are you doing the same steps but in your head?
Head, I'm doing in my mind. Give me any question, write question on your notes and give me. I'll not do anything. I'll tell you in second.
Wait, but you
But
do the
don't give me
same
50.
steps but in your head.
Yeah, I do in my head. Correct.
Okay.
I do in my head. So 1 and 4, I take x plus 4 into x plus 1, -1 and -4. That is how I calculate. Yes, I do same steps. So now the graph looks something like this. -4, -1, and the y-intercept is 4. The gap between -4 and -1 is 3. The gap or the distance from -4 to -1 is 3 units, or -1 minus -4 which is -1 plus 4, which is 3. So 3 is the answer. See how simple are the questions. Now I'll solve many questions. There'll be many questions. Even sometimes you get 6 questions based on the quadratic functions. 2 questions already we solved. This is not exactly quadratic function. I'll solve only quadratic functions, direct quadratic functions. No. And other thing, any exam, either IIT or IB or anything, to get good scores, you need to be able to identify which topic the question is from. If you are able to identify the topic the question is from, means you have good hold on the topic. Immediately all the concepts related to topic. Yeah. 19th question. Question number 19. Give me your answer. Let me see how many of you can give me perfect answer for this. Very good, Amulya and Abhigali. Perfect, Amma. Mukesh. Abhigali and Mukesh. Perfect. Yeah. 19th question. Everyone, please do try. If you don't get it, I'll explain it to you. Please do try and give me the answer fast. Oh. If you recall all my concepts, whatever I explained on the board, it is dead easy question. In seconds, you can give me answer. But you need to recall what all I explained it to, every step that I explained. Take time. He said Balli, I thought butterfly. Do like this, they're afraid of us. Yeah. I got one answer. I got answer from Abhigali, and Abhigali gave me the correct answer. Very good, Abhigali. You are correct. So, yeah, this is a completely application of what I thought is a theory question. There is nothing to do. If you cannot do this question, means somewhere some concept you are missing. Now you'll understand. So the first concept that you need to think is, what is the coefficient of x square? Negative. So parabola will be open downwards. And what is the vertex? 3, a. So I clearly told you, if the parabola is open downwards, it will have maximum value. What is the maximum value? A. It occurs at 3. So that is what it's maximum.
Wait,
and it
sir.
occurs at, yeah.
I don't get it. Why is
Yeah.
it upper?
I told you,
because
right?
it's
In
minus?
ax square plus bx plus c. If the coefficient of a is negative, parabola is downwards. That is what I started my class with. So in
Yeah.
this, if you see this, minus x square minus 6x plus 9 plus a minus x square plus 6x plus 9 minus, what is the coefficient of x square? Minus. No need to do all this, but from this itself we can make it out. Minus. So parabola will be open downwards, and this is the vertex form. It is of the form a into x minus h whole square plus k, where a is -1, h is 3, k is a. I told you h comma k is your vertex. So 3 comma k is your vertex. It will have maximum. I told you, if the parabola is open downwards, it will have maximum value, and the maximum value occurs at 3 comma a. Okay. So definitely D for Delhi. So who understood my class completely in terms of theory? Who you miss even one point? You might have missed the parabola is open upwards or downwards. When the parabola is open downwards, it will have maximum value. That is what I told you. I taught you almost 30 points. If you can remember those 30 points, everything is nothing. So answer for this is 19th answer is D for Delhi should be your answer. Very good, excellent. Amamulya, you to try to give me answer, whatever it is, right or wrong. No problem to me. Yeah, there is another good question. Let me see how many of you can do this. 28th. 28th question. Half an hour you come, I'll explain whatever you want. So question number 28. Try to give me answer for question number 28. Simple. Don't think too much. If you think less, you'll answer. If you think too much, you can never answer. Good, 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 good. Okay, very good, very good, Jayesh. You are correct. Yeah. Even others, just apply the basic. It is almost same like 19th question. What I explained on 19th, there I'm explaining vertex. Here you need to see X-intercepts and the parabola is open upwards or downwards, coefficient of x square. If you can consider those 2 points, okay, Abigali correct, Jayesh correct. Okay, so who are struggling, just see here how simple is this. All the questions are simple. All the questions are dead easy.
Wait, sir, but can you explain how to do this?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Should explain. First point, x into x is x square. Coefficient of x square is positive. So parabola should be open upwards. So A and B are wrong. Now, if I equate to 0, x is equal to -3 and x is equal to k. K is a positive number. So one should be -3, one should be positive. Both are, this is not -3, this is -1, this is -3. So both are positive, they can be anywhere. So, but take two tests tomorrow. So -3 and k, both of them are being all the three conditions upwards, -3 and k, all the conditions are satisfied only in D for Delhi. So happily, perfectly, superbly, your option D for Delhi should be your answer. Okay, anyone still has doubts, you can stop me. Happily stop me here. No tensions. See how many questions are coming. I think I solved 4 questions. There is one more question. This is one of the most difficult questions, 36. Very, very few will answer generally. If you are extremely smart and understood what exactly I explained in the class, you can do in seconds. If not, it takes time. Question number 36. Question number 36. It's extremely difficult question for many students, but if you can think every concept that I explained, definitely you would be able to understand or do the question. I'm giving you time because I want you people to think. I can solve in seconds. No use me solving the question here. No, no one. No, you can do it. Think, but don't leave it. Think for 1 or 2 more minutes. If you can't do, definitely I'll tell you. But you people can do. It is there in the. You should think deeply about what I explained today class. Okay. One student gave me answer. Abigali and Jayesh.
I don't think mine's right.
One second. I just started solving right now. I'm doing very good, Jayesh. Excellent. Your answer is correct. Abigali,
actually,
yeah, I will discuss. I'll discuss with you, Jayesh. Abigali, just read one more. What did you do? And even I'll ask your explanation, Jayesh. Your answer is correct. Very, very good. Extraordinary. Even others can give the answer. It's simple. Everything would be there in what I explained. Just you need to apply what I explained. This is, I'm telling you truth. Give these questions to 200 students. You'll find hardly 2 or 3 students doing who understand the base can do. If not, they struggle in this question. They do something. Even who knows extremely very well math also, they do something. Not required. Okay, you're correct, but be careful in the exam because even one question wrong, you will go scores drastically reduces. Yeah, Jayesh, just explain your steps. What did you do to solve this?
I don't know if this is the right method, but I did b square minus 4ac equals 0 because it has only one root.
Okay. Okay. B square minus 4ac is 0. God is on your side, Jayesh. Completely God is on your side.
Wait,
So,
was it luck?
luck, yes. Yeah. Was it luck?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, that is why I say.
yeah, and then I
So
just substituted values of b and a.
if I say God on your side means definitely 99%. Okay, yeah. So how to solve this? Understand the concept that I explained. This is a downward parabola because coefficient of x square is negative. If a line touches, there is a line y equal to c. There is another line y is equal to c touching the parabola at exactly one point. That is only possible if the line touches at vertex. If the line touches above, 0 points. If the line touches below, 0 points. So y is asking the y coordinate, indirectly is asking y coordinate of the vertex. So first find the x coordinate. I told you x is equal to minus b by 2a would give you the x coordinate, minus 5 by 2 into minus 1. 5 by 2 is my x coordinate, but they're not asking the x coordinate, they're asking the y coordinate, y equal to c, y coordinate. So put 5 by 2 in this, minus 25 by 4 plus 25 by 2, LCM is 4, minus 25 plus 50, 25 by 4. So 25 by 4 is answer. See how lucky Jayesh is. He did b square minus 4ac. B square is 25 minus 4 into a into minus 1 equal to 0. So everything you're putting Jayesh. Then I don't know. Somehow he took this 25 for this side and he said 25 by 4. Huh?
I didn't put, I just left CSC.
So he left CSC, it seems. See how lucky he is. He's doing did something, still he got answer. So what we should say?
How is that even possible?
God has blessed him like anything. Huh? Yeah, very good. So what he says is, okay, what he says is, he put y as c, okay, minus x square plus 5x. So he brought c to this side, this to this side, x square minus 5x plus c equal to 0. So he's using b square minus 4ac equal to 0 or b square equal to 4ac because Venkat said the condition. Yes, this method is also correct. Yes, I'm sorry because he's finding the value of c, which is same as value of y. His method is correct because the equation should have only one solution. This is also correct. I'm extremely sorry. 25 is equal to 4 into a is 1 into c. C is equal to 25 by 4. He's also correct. I am also extremely correct. This method is also correct. Sorry. Yes, you can do this method. Agreed. So the value of c is 25 by 4 because I told you whenever we have one solution, it is b square equal to 4.
Sir, I have a question. Then
Yeah.
shouldn't it be minus c?
No. So c
No,
is
when
equal
if you're moving y to the other side, it'll become minus y, so minus c, right?
then this is also minus, right? Minus into minus becomes plus only. So
Okay.
So math is wonderful, Jayesh. So
Yeah.
if concept is correct, whatever you do, get the same answer. I thought you are lucky, but no, you are not lucky. You did the method perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
So even others, please be interactive where everyone will be able to do, happily able to do. Don't underestimate yourself. Be See, this is actual SAT paper. I'm not showing some IIT paper or something to you. This was the paper of 2017. I'll take any actual SAT paper. You can see how well you can solve any question that comes as part of the exam. See, solve question number 13. Type your answer in the chat box. Please, everyone, please be active and type it. If you don't understand, you are free to ask me any question. I will be happy to solve the question.
So which question do we have to do?
Question number 13, 1 3. 13, quadratic function question. Okay, very good, very good. Okay. Amulya says C. Okay. It's a bit difficult question. Bit, not too much for us. For us, nothing is difficult or nothing is easy. We'll just solve. So vertex is 3, 1. So answer should be either A or C. People will get stuck between A and C. How to identify which is correct? So write f of x is equal to A into x minus 3 whole square plus 1. So plug in any point, 2, 5. 5 is equal to, this is y or f of x, A into x is 2. So 5 minus 1 is equal to A into minus 1 square. Therefore, the value of A is 4. So equation is f of x is equal to 4 times x minus 3 whole square plus 1. So A for Agra is my answer. See how simple. Concept, everything is concept. Apply the concept, you'll be able to, but these are not easy questions. Unless until you did not listen to my class and you don't know those concepts, you cannot do these questions. That is the reason I stressed on those concepts. Okay, is it clear? Can I move on? And I'm solving actual.
Wait, I didn't get it. Can you explain again, sir?
Yeah, tell me what is the vertex form, Jayesh? What is the vertex form? F of x is equal to A into x minus h whole square plus k. Am I correct?
Yeah.
This is my vertex form. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is vertex in this parabola?
3, 1.
So A into x minus 3 whole square plus 1 is my f of x or y. What is unknown here? A. I need to solve for A. How to solve? Plug in any point on this parabola. Any point. 2, 5 or 4, 5. So if you plug in 4, 5, in 4, 5, what is x value?
4.
What is y value?
5.
So y is 5 is equal to A into x is 4. 5 minus 1 is equal to A into 1 square. 4 is equal to. So my function is f of x is equal to 4 into x minus 3 whole square. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next question. We'll solve many more questions.
Sir, it's almost time.
Yeah. We'll do at least 3, 4 questions more at least. You can do this. This is not, it looks like quadratic function, but not related. It is more of mathematics. I'll come back to this question. You can do. That's not difficult. Yeah. Oh, we have 3 questions, 26, 27, 28. They give 3 questions in an order. So solve 26, 27, 28, 3 questions in 5 minutes and give me answer in one go, in one chart, like 26 is this, 27 is this, 28 is this. If you can give these 3 answers in one chart, you understood everything that I taught, and you'll realize, yes, everything what Venkat taught is important and we should know that. Please start. 26, 27, 28, 3 questions in 5 minutes. Start. Okay, very good. Who is this? Just give me all answers at once. From 26, 27, 28, Abigail, not just. Okay, or we'll solve question by question. Just give me answer for 26. We'll discuss. Very good. I'm excellent. Malia, very happy. We'll just solve only question number 26. Very good. Everyone has given me answer 26. Let me see. Let me explain you only question number 26 now. Everyone just see question number 26. Very good. Most of you are giving me answer for question number 26. Just let us see only 26 first, then we'll solve other questions. So when I solve 26, which of the following represents the real meaning of the positive x-intercept of the graph? The quadratic function models the height of the ground h in feet of a projectile x seconds after it has been launched vertically. So what is the meaning of x-intercept? The value of x where y is 0. What is the y? Height of the projectile. So height is becoming 0. So suppose if this is the graph. So after so the projectile will be something like this. Sorry, yeah. So what is the x-intercept gives? Suppose you are launching a projectile. After some time it launches, lands on the ground. So the time it took for the projectile to launch to touch the ground, the initial height of the projectile, the maximum height of the projectile, the time at which the projectile reaches its maximum height, the time at the D for Delhi should be my answer. That is what is the x-intercept here state. The y value is 0. What is this height? The time at which the height of the projectile is 0. So that is what is the answer for 26. I hope everyone is clear. Still anyone has confusion or they want to any discussion on this, please let me know. So now 27, in the xy plane, the graph of the polynomial function crosses the x-axis at exactly 2 points, a comma 0, b comma 0, where a and b are both positive. Which of the following could define f? So the graph can be either like this or like this, a comma 0, b comma 0. So it should be x minus a into x minus b. D is meaningless because x is a cubic function. So by closing your eyes, D is gone because it is not a quadratic function at all. Between A, B, and C, it should be A and B. So this is minus A minus B. This is A and minus B. The only option giving A and B is A for Agra. So A for Agra is your answer. So 27th answer should be A for Agra, should be your perfect answer. Very good. 28th question. Give me answer for 28th. Dead easy question. When I'm explaining, at that moment, the people will think, why even is he explaining this? If you want, you watch my video, you'll understand. If you're very careful, 28th is nothing. That is the reason I explained you different ways to find vertex. Different things I explained you because I know that level of thinking is required to solve these questions. That is the only reason I explained here. Okay. 28th, Abigail gave me answer. Which of the following? Simple question, but clever question. Students get stuck. Okay, think. I'll explain you. I'll give you one more minute. If not, I'll explain it to you. Abigail, good. Your answer is correct. If your logic is correct, very good. Okay, see how I am going to solve this. First, to understand the question. I'm sure most of you did not even understand the question. Why is some function, quadratic function, is a graph in the xy plane? If you graph this in the xy plane, I don't know how it looks. Which of the following characteristics of the graph is displayed as a constant or a coefficient? First, let me tell you y coordinate of the vertex. First, find the vertex. What is the vertex? Minus b by 6 minus 1. Put minus 1. I'm doing it here. I'm not doing something magic. 3 minus 6 plus minus 1. Oh, sorry, 1. Minus 1 comma 1 is vertex. I can't see why one as constant in this. So A is wrong. X-intercepts. Try to find X-intercepts. 6. If you get 6, 3x square. If you want to split this, X-intercepts is difficult. So you need to use quadratic formula. Minus b plus r minus square root of b square minus 4ac. 4 into 3 is 12. 12 into 2 is 24 by 6. So X-intercepts are minus 6 plus r minus root 12 by 6. They're very complicated. Nowhere this is in the constant of this function. Now find the y-intercept. Put x equal to 0. You get 0 plus 0 plus 2. Yes, 2 I can see here in the function 3x square plus 6x. See how simple is the question. He's saying which of the following you can see in this function as a constant or a coefficient. So you can see 2 clearly. So C for Chennai is answer. Is a simple question? Yes, but we overthink or we confuse or we think there is something else. X-intercept of the line of the symmetry. This is the line of the symmetry. X is equal to minus 1 because every point on this is minus 1 because this is minus 1. So minus 1 is not here. So the only option that is there here is y-intercept. So C for Chennai is your answer. See how simple is this question. Okay. Yeah. The questions would be like this. I'm very happy because whatever I explained, people are able to do. At least they're not terrified by seeing the questions. Before the class, if I actually before the class I give the questions. Then after the class, I make the students to do questions. Then they will see the difference. Unfortunately, I did not make you do before class. Then you would have understood the lot more valuable meaning of the class. Okay, I'll see you on the next Saturday, 6 to 8. Even Jayesh, I think instead of Monday, Friday, Saturday is good. But Monday, Friday, you can come for English class. But max class, I think you need less number of students. Please do continue this batch. When Amulya, no.
I thought every day 1 hour.
That is for PSAT, but PSAT we said we'll not have it, right? We'll have continuously for SAT. I'll discuss you after the class. Okay? We'll have only for SAT, no PSAT anymore, Jayesh. Huh? No use. Yeah.
Wait, can I stay back and discuss about this?
Yeah, we can stay back. Huh? Okay. We can stay back and discuss. So I'll see everyone on Saturday. Please do complete all the work. Not all the work. I'll send you some questions. Please do complete them. If you have listened to this class, 3 to 4 questions are in your pocket. Even the difficult of the difficult questions are in your pocket. Okay. Yeah. I'll see you after the class next week, 6 to 8. Take care till then. Bye. Yeah. I can leave the session. Jay, please be there.